Attleboro's redevelopment extends beyond the downtown to an historic house on County Street. Welcome to Attleboro Update for the week of July 24th through the 30th. Over the past year or so, Attleboro Update has documented the growth and the redevelopment in the city's downtown business section. But that only tells part of the story about the growth within Attleboro. Home restoration is also an important and growing commodity. The historic Wolfenden house on County Street is a good example, as Maynard Construction, a family-owned Attleboro business, has bought the house with the intention of restoring and remodeling it into a two-family residence. The house, which was originally built in the early 1900s, has already received an impressive facelift, with the interior work continuing throughout the winter. AACS spoke with Jesse Maynard about the restoration project.
This came across, at a house that we thought was very unique. 1900 Victorian, symmetric, left-right. You don't see them that often with the character that this one possesses. And we've been looking for a while for something like this. And you don't have days and days to look it over if you're going to pull the trigger on, not on it. So we went into it, we knew what the asking price was. The big thing is to see structurally, is it in good shape? What's the house capable of being down the road after our visions of what we want to do with it? We knew it had a sound foundation. The structure was built well. We had our visions right off the get-go of what we wanted to do. So it just made sense to go forward with the house. When we first started, me and my father were down here almost every night thinking of ideas, how we wanted to do it. We have a computer rendering software package that we played a lot of different dimensions and layouts and configurations on there to pinpoint our final decisions on the process of building the house. It was built very well, but over the past couple of years, it's been left to ruin a little bit. We had to bring the chimneys down, had to be repointed. The siding we had to bring back to it to get a lot of the paint off, bring it back to its original bare state. The decks were in atrocious shape. We had to pretty much rebuild them as much as you could without taking them down, essentially. We reclaimed some of the windows on the third floor we reused in the garage. We kept the main structure of the garage, but we resided it and did things that we had to do to make it aesthetically look good. We play with some different colors, trying to keep it historical. The windows, I think, are a big thing. I love the black windows on the house. I think really make it pop. They got that historical feel to them. We in the black, you don't see that a lot. What we're trying to do is go through, reclaim and reuse as much of the original material as we can. We're trying to bring the home back to its original glory of 1900, the way it was intended to be built and used. The feel of a typical 1900 Queen Anne Victorian home, as this was a lot of compartmentized rooms. And we want to bring a little bit more of an open feel, which is common in today's living. It was built symmetric as a two. It's been lived in the last probably 20, 30 years as a one family. So there's some different things we got to do to bring it up to code and make sure it classifies as being, what the modern terms would be called the condex. But we're going to call them the Wolfenden twin homes. As of right now, we just put a big push. We got the outside looking really good, minus some of the obvious landscaping that's going on here. We'll take a little hiatus here. We'll utilize, again, we're still an ongoing company. We're doing work for homeowners in the community and that there. So we totally don't want to abandon that. So what we'll do is in the winter, when time's a little bit slow, we'll probably utilize the inside work as some winter work for us. The process of it, especially with the economy, we're not in a huge hurry to get things done yesterday. So we want to do things right as if we were going to live here ourselves. So that part does take time. And so far, I think we attacked it that way on the exterior, and I'm very happy how that came out. And I look to do the same on the inside. To do some new construction, but mostly the rehab of older homes, and that's more of our specialty. A project like this is beautiful for us for the fact that it's our own project. It's our own ideas. We can put our own colors. We can use our own materials. We have our own budget. That's a unique thing that we don't get to experience all the time because, working for a homeowner in the Attleboro area is awesome, but in the same sense, you're dealing with their color palettes that they like, the material they want to use, the design. We have our input and we interject our thoughts. But again, this is solely ours, which is a neat privilege to have, and I think we're really taking advantage of it. And this is the heart of Attleboro. Attleboro is on the upswing, and there's a lot of good things I see in the community, and there's a lot of good proposed things to happen in the future. To be on board as part of that, the whole scheme of what Attleboro is going to be in the future, it's aces for me. I'm really excited about that, to be a part of that.